Hey, welcome back to Breath of Life with Brittany Smith. I'm here today to share some incredible information with you. So while this particular video won't actually include a meditation or anything like that, it does include some really exciting news that I'm super excited to share. So, as many of you know, my husband and I started hosting retreats back in May of 2022. It's been a dream of ours since 2017, and we literally were just tossing it out to the universe like, this is what we're desiring. Let's see how it works out. So we planned this retreat for October of 2022. And then it dawned on me in like March that we needed to practice first. Leave it to me, right? Well, if we're going to have a retreat, shouldn't we practice what we're going to do at that retreat first? So we do this, and we end up planning like this 4-night retreat on the coast of Florida in the Panhandle. Beautiful place. And we toss it out there, and all of a sudden people start booking. We're both coaches, right? We've been kind of in the scene for a little while. People know us, they see us, they love our story, which I can share more about here another day, maybe invite him on to share with me. So we plan this retreat. That's our practice. It's for practice. And we book it completely full. It was like, oh, look, not practice anymore. We got to bring our A game, right? So we plan all this stuff, all these beautiful healing exercises, heart-centered, everything. It basically starts with releasing like what's holding you back, whether that be shame, guilt, blame, learning to lean in and trust yourself. Then we upgrade your child. And from there, we take a really solid look at like what we've removed. So if we've taken away the blame and the shame and the guilt, what do we want to put in its place? And as a lot of you know, I have a lot of manifestation, meditations, and hypnosis tracks on my channel. And that's because I'm a master manifester. And so that's actually what I feel happened with this. We were going to practice, and it turned into a legit thing. And it was just downhill from there. Our first retreat was absolutely beautiful. We create a space. We now refer to it as empowered embodiment. It's an empowered embodiment retreat because people come to release what they no longer want and step into who they really are. And so that's really what it boils down to. We do an embodiment dinner the last night of the retreat before our integration day, and it's absolutely beautiful. You show up to dinner that night as who you are, embodying your highest expression of self. And it's like because I have so many favorite activities, but this is one of my favorite activities that we do at the retreat. So we did that. We practiced, and it was a blast, and everybody got so much out of the experience. And we have people who have literally like left our retreats, quit their jobs, started their own businesses, and we hold their hand through the whole process. Okay. So it's really powerful. And then, so now here comes October, and we're like, okay, well, here's the actual retreat that we were planning on having, right? We made it longer because we did feedback forms from everyone, and we took into account what their suggestions and whatnot for this next retreat. And so we made this one longer. We changed up some of the meal plans. It was just, they're super flowy. Like, I have an itinerary, and we do what I am called. Like, if I see everybody in the group needs a specific thing, then we step into that specific thing. So this time we went to Arkansas. We went to Northwest Arkansas to the beautiful Ozarks. We stayed on Beaver Lake in this gorgeous house. And it was a magical week. It was so incredibly different from retreat 1 because the energy was different. This retreat came with a lot of really big energy and people who knew what they wanted. And people who didn't know what they wanted, which was where a lot of the big energy came in, right? Because if you are already big energy, but you're stuck because you don't know what you want, that can feel really frustrating. And so we dove in headfirst. We pulled in retreat facilitators who we know what they're doing, and we let everybody shine. Like, we wanted, I shouldn't say let, because there was no letting. Like, the space allowed for everyone to shine. And it was just really exciting. We do 2 integration days within the period. We do the heart opening exercises. We do the cord cutting and release. We do all sorts of manifestation, meditations, and embodiment practices. And then, of course, there's that final dinner where we really step into who we are in the embodiment of our highest expression of self. And it's just been such a powerful year. Like, the entire year has been so powerful. So in the process of planning for this Arkansas retreat, and during the Arkansas retreat, and now that the Arkansas retreat is over, I have, and Brian is my husband, we have had people contacting us since the middle of June going, when are you going to do a couples retreat? Like I told you, people who know us know our story, and it's very powerful. To make a long story short, there was some infidelity a couple years back. By a couple, I mean like 2016. We tried to make it work, couldn't make it work, split up, had a terrible split up. I filed for divorce, and that was in September of 2019. No, I filed for divorce in July of 2019. In September of 2019, I received the papers back saying that I had not filled one of them out correctly. And so the divorce couldn't be processed. We would need to fill out the paperwork and send it back again to process the divorce. Well, the same week that the papers came back, Brian got a really bad motorcycle accident. He died on the side of the road. And from that point forward, our lives were changed. Like, he was told he may never walk again. That was in September. They told him he may never walk again. In October, when he left the hospital, they told him he may never walk again. And then in January, he walked into his doctor's office using a walker. And so they started calling him Wolverine, and it was just this big thing. But that was a really life-changing experience. You know, having someone I love die on the side of the road, him dying on the side of the road, it did a lot. And then in the process of that, like, he came back a different person. And I went and experienced Abraham Hicks for the first time ever, and she kind of slapped me into like cognition of like, oh, I was mad at him for things about me. And so there was just this huge moment of epiphany where I was like, I'm fixing to get my man back. And so we worked really hard to get back, you know, to make things right. And now we're just on this constant, like, up leveling our game, working together, like, really as a team, as a unit. And we have our moments, right? Like everybody does, where things feel really hard. But now we have the knowledge and the awareness and the communication skills to work it out with one another instead of taking and like pouring our feelings into other people. So it's been a really powerful experience. And with that being said, this is me officially saying we are hosting a couples retreat the weekend before Valentine's Day in February, in Texas. and it's going to be freaking magical. Like, we're calling, sorry, the cat just sprung off of my table. We are calling this retreat Barenaked Hearts. So, formally, right now, I'm announcing it. Seasons of Change Retreats presents Barenaked Hearts, February 8th through the 12th in Texas. I can't wait, you guys. I'm telling you, we've already got everything planned. Like, we're chomping at the bits. We want to do it tomorrow. It's going to be so freaking powerful and romantic and sexy. So if you are someone who is looking to rekindle your relationship, or to take your relationship to the next step, or to learn better communication skills, or to learn how to be aware when it's you, not them, so that you're not blaming them and causing friction that's unneeded. If any of those things sound like you, then I need you to get on a call with me ASAP. And the only way you can do that is to like this video, comment on this comment below, like this video, subscribe to this page, because we're going to be unrolling footage from this past retreat. We're going to be talking more about what's happening with this next retreat. I'm just excited. Like, that's all. I haven't even told him I was creating this video, because I'm just excited. So there we go. It's out. It's in the universe. God has it. Woo! Barenaked Hearts in Texas, February 8th through the 12th. We're doing it. We are doing it. All right. I hope to see you there. Drop a comment below. Follow my page or subscribe to my page. Make sure you like this video. Let's get you to that retreat. See you on the flip side. Toodles.